Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the RationalInvestor.com's Daily Brief Recap. Actually, I want to just make sure I actually have the right YouTube page going. Kevin said that everything is set up correctly, so I just winged it. Hey, yeah, look at that. Actually, we're recording. It's a miracle! Way to go, Kevin. You nailed it. All right. Welcome back to the recap. We just had, of course, our daily brief, about an hour and a half. We had a report from our professional day trader room, Kieran and Daniele today. Great commentary on things like ES and gold, and of course, they like to trade the Bitcoin as well. And speaking of which, I think things are firming up here a little bit. Jerks have sort of subsided, thankfully. Maybe everybody can just put that guy back in the box and we can get on with our lives. I do like the idea that, to a certain degree, that whole nonsense was just a big cover for sort of the vacuum that was following the Coinbase IPO, because that was such a massive event. And really, I think this was a buy the rumor, sell the news. And Mr. You-Know-Who, he just happened to be a silly distraction through all that. And I think actually it was all done on purpose. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know how the whole silly capitalism in our modern world works. Sad, really. But, oh well. I am encouraged. If you actually look at that screen, we did have Sjord on the call, our CTO, yesterday. We asked him kindly if we could get the breadth indicator back up and running and producing results, and he was like, I'll work on it diligently, and sure enough, he got it back up and running last night. And what's fascinating, this is the S&P 500. You can see we're actually getting a little bit of a buy signal here on breadth. What was fascinating was to see the crypto market this morning. We were in the middle of the daily brief, and somebody said, is that crypto breadth indicator? Is that correct? And I'm like, I looked at it and went, damn, holy shit. That's a buy signal. So, I posted in the lounge, and I was like, gave a shout out to the person. Good eye. Like, I didn't see it, but this should be a part of our morning routine. But fascinating price action here. And it was interesting listening to Kieran talking about his levels, and he was turning more optimistic of the market. We were sort of out of that danger sort of collapse kind of scenario. When I looked at the price charts, even for you guys, I've tried to talk you through a really simple methodology for using RSI, Relative Strength Index, to help you sort of time markets. And we have a rule, all right, at least this is the way that I used to trade RSI years and years and years ago, is that our first W, following, of course, a big bear slide here, the first W, I painted teal so that we kind of remember based on colors, is this is a signal that the bears have to cool their jets. The bear mover in momentum is over. Look at this. Gee whiz, the bear move in momentum has been quite exhaustive, to say the least. Might even argue, we might even look at something like this as our purple, because this obviously is clearly yellow, right? Big breakdowns. Actually, I might even go like that. Off of this higher time frame chart. So on the way down, I might say something like So this first one, I always put the tool right there, right where you need it. So this first one is our teal. That's like this. So this first M stopped the bull. Boom. Second M, this is actually your trade signal. So let's use this line here. That came in on a move through that low there, right? And actually that's even more beautiful, because really it's the failure through here, right? And then your third signal, which we like to call our purple, and this is usually the noob level. They come in really late, And unfortunately, they're usually selling bottoms, buying tops. So teal, like we said there to begin with, is sort of your first signal that in this particular case the bull has stopped right there. Boom, no more bull. Then the second one, I like to color a yellow. Oh boy, sell signal. Remember we said we didn't really like the level that this came off of, so I kind of thought it was a weak signal. And then third signal is this here purple one down in here. And it's not really a good idea to sell an oversold market, especially on something like RSI. That's just asking for trouble. So sure enough, boom. The late purple bulls, bears, they're getting punished right now. And usually this is the public. They come in, the market breaks. People then go, oh my God, Bitcoin's down $5,000, right? And then they think about selling. So that's this move. And of course, they're selling at the end of the move, not the beginning of the move. So this little W here now starts the whole process going the other way. First W says to me, bears are on pause. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a buy signal. What I want to see now for a buy signal is the second W comes in through the 50 line. This would be a very powerful signal up here. Right? We'd make this yellow. That's what I want to see for a big-ass buy signal. So we're very, very early on that. I don't think it's going to be a strong signal. My hunch is if this does W, and who knows what's going to happen here. But if it does, maybe it's like that. So it's like a weak buy signal that takes us up into the 50-line resistance. So that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. So along these kind of lines, and you can kind of see, in this particular case, 38.2 to 50% of this range. We have one site OG who affectionately likes to call this his pump chaser zone. So we give it the name the Colin Pump Chaser Zone. You could also, and I think what I did off of this range is you could probably even go off of this range, and that's a reload zone right in there. So in a weird sort of way, I mean, it's not overly shocking to see the market trying to pivot through here. Maybe we might look at this and think like things like inverted head and shoulders. So something along the lines of so slanted. I don't like it when it's slanted. I'd much rather it to be nice and horizontal. But nonetheless, if you got a nice, you can see W trying to form. If you got a nice W action through here, you might get a nice little bot continuation trade that takes us up top here. I could see that. So this isn't really a bearish looking chart down here. It's bearish up here when the market's like gone straight up and you start to see the M's and it's like, uh-oh, look out, boom. But now that we've dumped and now we probably even have divergences and stuff forming off of these lows, that's not a bearish looking chart. If anything, what you really want to see if you're a bear, it could be to a certain degree, right? There is a little bit of an M here. It's not the biggest of M's, but there's a little bit of one. If anything, that head and shoulders I just said a minute ago, I actually think it's off at this level. Looks like almost right off of here, eh? See that? So shoulder, neckline, head, neckline, shoulder. Yeah. So jury's out. I mean, we might bearish bought our way lower. Might rally up higher. Kind of no man's land in a weird sort of way. But kind of ranty, blah, 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 blah. I don't think this is a really good looking bottom, but it is interesting that, our breadth indicator here is saying that crypto looks like it wants to bounce. That's kind of what I would call this. You can see the moving average is actually below this though, so we're not actually technically quote unquote bullish, but bounce-ish, right? Probably something like that. And then if you get a bullish consolidation once the crossovers happen, then we're bullish. But we're bounce-ish right now. That's probably the way I would describe this. And this might develop into bullish. Bounce-ish. I like that. Same sort of thing here with the corn, right? Bounce-ish. The bears have been told to go on pause. It's not really a buy signal. It's a bounce-ish signal. Like a beamish. It's a beamish bounce-ish. Oh, try saying that 10 times fast. Also, too, like this is Willie's level. I think we heard him talk recently that he liked the idea of value off of his sort of on-chain metrics models. We also talked a little bit about how a lot of the selling here was just nothing more than the people who bought here cashing in. And fine, get rid of those people. We don't want them in Bitcoin anyway. And, like that whole Doge nonsense. I think that's all that stuff. I don't think the junior market really is ready to go yet. It is interesting to see that a lot of these names kind of wishy-washy, some up, some down. Some names like this Mona actually enjoying pretty nice rally here today, but he never really did perform. So I got a feeling it's the names that just went straight up. A lot of them are actually coming straight back down. And I actually did some buying, like LTO. Good example. Can't chase, not allowed to chase. So when the damn thing went straight up, I just had to sit and watch. And I said, okay, well, if it comes down into reload zones, I'll start buying. And that's exactly what I did. I bought some the other day. So there's a good example. I told you about Ethereum. Never did get a fill here, bastards. Man, drive you nuts. But same sort of thing. I said 61.8, that would be the buying opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, you don't hear Brian say that. Ever. I never say that. So, of course, it comes down, misses the level by like $5, and it'll go straight up just to piss me off. Jerks. I don't know whether we're done here or not, but if you can't get bids filled down in reload zones and even below, I think it's an absolute gift from God. Have been in there on this correction, loading up on my shitcoin 5000s. There's some great looking stocks. I picked up some of this REIT today, Ashford Hospitality Trust. Boring. But look at that chart. It's so beautiful. Fuck me. I mean, it's perfect. And I mean, you tell me, has this thing got any room to move up here at all? I mean, this is $100 a share. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. But throwing a buck at that, could I see that buck? That's $3. Turn into $10? There's $35 right there. That would be 10x. That's easy. It's not really outlandish whatsoever in my eyes. So anyway, that's the kind of thing in the stock market I'd be interested in now. That's a damn good looking stock, and there's a bunch of them that look like this. Not quite sure how I got off on that tangent. I was telling you about these cryptocurrencies. Same sort of thing, man. I think there's a bunch of cryptocurrencies that I think are really good buys right now. That Luna was another one. Got absolutely destroyed here recently. I'm not allowed to chase. There's no fucking way I'd be buying up there anyway. But here we are back into reload zone. So guess what Brian's doing? What a surprise. So, that's sort of what I see there. As for the broader market, I don't really have any sort of bottom on the US dollar. If anything, this looks like it's just continuing to cascade its way lower. It's hindsight 2020. I guess I should have taken some profits on those calls. Hey, fuck me. I'm still a US dollar index bull, so we'll see how this goes. Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's the way it goes. Stock market is interesting. This is a funny little harmonic level up here on stocks this morning. And in our day trader room, we had a lot of interesting debate as to whether this was a harmonic top here. We trade things like the ES futures. over here. And actually, I had a really pretty triple top breakdown right through even a nice London kill zone top, and then a beautiful rejection from the New York kill zone of that same level. And just slowly working its way lower here. This actually feels like the long, slow grind of death here. So we'll see how that goes. And as I said just a moment ago, this came in at a really interesting level on the ES. And we're sort of debating, is this a harmonic? Isn't it? It's tough to say. Didn't get our harmonic guys to chime in on this morning. I don't know whether this is a bat or not. It might be too big for a bat. But something like this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's interesting how 88.6 is like the bat level. And that came in at 87.8. Now the question is 72 too high here? If it is, maybe we have to go to like 127 or 1.618 for crabs. I don't know. But interesting level here. And also, too, if you look at it from like an hourly basis, I don't know whether I have. No, I don't. Anyway, a nice momentum divergences up here. So there's that triple top level that I hit for the day traders, and technically I'm short right now off of that level. So we'll see how it goes. If this is a harmonic level, I'll tell you, man, it sure looks like it's set up that way. Then initial objective should be 38.2 retracement of this range, sell half of it. Oh yeah, so that makes sense, that tag there. So stop should be at scratch right now on remaining, and you just see where the wind blows you. Probably the next place to take some profits, if this thing really is a harmonic, is now probably even 38.2 is off of this range, right? Which would be against that low. That makes perfect sense. Nice liquidity pool in there. So my suggestion, anybody who is, and really it's still there. I mean, that you could hunt a reload short level just off of this range right here. So you can't say these levels aren't setting up. I mean, they're there. It's just a question of, do you trade them? So you can see boobity boo and boobity boo and gee whiz, reload short zone right in that New York kill zone wick. Right? Perfect. Total textbook. Absolute textbook. You know, the classic sort of double top fail level is going to be to short that level right there. And that's probably right in the sweet spot of the reload zone. So I actually think I could make an argument there's a short trade setup working here on the U.S. stock market. That's going to derail the crypto rally, though. You know, that's... this is looking heavy. You can see crypto, it was rallying, but gee whiz, we're starting to get little Emmys coming in here a little bit. So let's see how this goes. If this really pukes out here and we start to really get going in earnest, we might see the crypto market, that little sort of fast little bullish signal start to peter out. So, kind of a funny market state right now. You know, because we're still in that sell in May and walk away kind of environment. So that means we're not really out of the correction window. And I mean, you look at that image. Yes, breadth. You know, we tried turn back up, but gee whiz, that's straight down. I mean, maybe we have to waffle around here for a week or two. I like that thinking. That's sort of like how Willy Woo was sort of suggesting. You know, the RSI study itself says, you know, it's not a buy signal. It's just a bears cool your jets signal. So I do like that way of thinking about the market right now. And then there's these funny specialty situations. So these REITs, like the hotel and real estate part of the market, looks very strong right now. Where the hell is that? That's over here. Look at these guys. W. So now we can add this this new one to the list because it looks super strong too. Wherever the hell I went. So what's the other screen? Over here, this AHT, another REIT, very strong looking. And what was it? There was another one that just looked absolutely beautiful this morning. I couldn't believe how the chart looked. You know, it's sort of like, I mean, you can buy this stuff if you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. This is one that I loaded up here recently. great looking chart. Look at that chart. Oh my god. So I mean, it's just insane. So, oh my god, that's everything I could possibly want. And actually, in the video call today, I walked through everybody the volume impetus signal that we got on this. WKG, I threw in a bid. Actually, look at that. Now 18,000 on the bid at 12. I don't know whether I got filled there or not. But sure like the look of him down there. But there was one stock. What the hell was that stock that I was all over the top about earlier today? Kevin, do you remember? Couldn't believe how pretty it looked. BKYI. I think it was like one of Zach's value stocks, wasn't it?
It might have been that one, BKYI, or then...
I think you're right. I just got to find it on the list here. Hold on.
It definitely was
down in here. Let's see. Yeah, look at that double bottom. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's so textbook. Yeah, it's absolutely textbook. So there's that one. That gapped higher. I wouldn't look at that one. But, you know, I mean, gee whiz. I mean, hell, you want to throw in a stink bid at the gap? I doubt it's coming back, but that's probably your floor right there. And notice what they do, eh? They gap it violently higher, and then they pump it, shill it, whatever the hell the damn story is, and then they bring it right back down to the gap. So, you know, whenever this shill is over on this, they're bringing it right back down here. You can see it. But what the hell, man? Shill this fucking thing into the moon, man. I'm ready. Let's go. Beautiful looking W. But there was another one that it was even better looking than that. What the hell?
What about LQDA?
Huh?
LQDA.
Yeah, that one was from a couple days ago. So that one looks awesome too. I mean, just absolutely perfect. But I even remember, and you know, I'll probably remember the moment I hang the call up. But I even remember this morning looking at it, going, "Gee whiz!" So there's the LQDA. Again, look at these W's. This is ridiculous. You want to join us? There's a nice gap there. So I don't think you've missed the boat. And, you know, when the pump's over, it'll probably bring it back down. But, wow, look at that W. So you're absolutely spot on there, sir. Geez, I can't remember what the hell it was. I think it was up here somewhere. But just a great-looking chart. So there's a lot of them. And it makes sense, right? Sell in May and walk away. Usually the market bottoms about the middle to the end of June. So, in essence, now, over the next month, you should see one W after another W after another W after another W start to just slowly come in. One after the other after the other after the other. That's what I think is going to happen. Actually, I bought a little bit of this stock today just because look at that damn chart. Oh, actually, I think I told you about that. Or maybe that's a different REIT. Anyway, I bought some of that guy. Jesus, good looking chart. Oh, well, maybe I'll find it and talk to you about it tomorrow. So I am in there buying some stuff, but can't touch like the big stock market indexes. Blech. Don't like look at that stuff at all. We talked a little bit about crypto, you know, coming in, sort of, you know, nibbling against the bottom end of its recent ranges. Maybe, okay. Junior stock in themselves, you know, like we sort of said, we're sort of caught in this funny little no man's land right now. There's no buy or sell signal right there for the broader market. I think it's kind of in a holding pattern. There's probably a catalyst that I'm not thinking about right now that actually the whole market's waiting for. So maybe through my perusing of various stuff online, maybe I can find out what that catalyst is. But it feels as though the market's waiting for something. So, okay, no idea whether that was of any value today. Did give you a number of names that I think look really good and look very viable. Whether it be things like Luna or LTO or hell, even I bought some IOC today from my Shitcoin 5000 list. And then some stocks that I think look very attractive in here. Again, I don't care whether you buy or sell the names that I show you guys here. I'm just telling you what I'm doing with my money. And if anything, what I would like is for you all to wish me luck on my trades. Because what the hell, man? I need as much luck and as much best wishes as possible. It ain't easy being green, I'll tell you that much. Nah, just kidding. I'll tell you, keep an eye on this damn sky, man. This thing looks like it's about to go ape shit. So I so love the fact that VCIM for the win again. Oh boy. I don't know where this guy's going. Alright, I think I'm going to end the rant at that. Sure hope you enjoyed it. Sure hope you got some value out of it. PMA for the win. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. Thank you so much, Kevin, for all your support. We got TRISOF tonight. So I should have a whole bunch of really cool option and warrant ideas to be talking about tomorrow. How the hell? What are you doing? Just 1 OE or 1 CE. Why are you over there? You're not even supposed to be over there. Kevin, somebody snuck in again. All right, everybody. Have yourselves a great day. All the best. PMA for the win. And bye for